Hey team, okay, update about my car, but as I update you, let's just eat a little bit of lunch, breakfast, brunch situation going on. So, I mean, where else am I gonna go? Obviously Tim's. What did I get today? Spinach, egg whites. So that's what we're gonna eat. So sorry, I have a piece of gum in my mouth. Here's the situation that's been going on with my car. Every once in a while the engine light would turn on, but it's not a big deal because it always would turn itself off again at some point, and you know, it would be on for either a couple weeks and then it would be off, blah blah blah, so on and so on. I was told that, you know, sometimes it's just the sensor and the sensor is off and it could just, sometimes it turns on. So I really didn't think much of it. But then, like you saw in a previous vlog, it started flashing. Had the tow truck come and everything, and they took the car, blah, 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 so on and so on. Here's where we're at. He said he needed to see if the oil in the car was burning. So he topped it off. He said, go drive it for 1,000 kilometers. After 1,000 kilometers, come back, we'll check to see whether it actually burned or not. So I brought it in today. And yes, the oil is burning. And so it's not burning at like a really, really fast rate to the point where it would be dangerous to drive the car, but it is burning, which means that I would have to top off the oil in between my oil checks, which I don't really want to do that, but here we are. Anyways, he said he wants to try this again just to make sure that that's actually what's going on and that it's not like worse or, you know, whatever, just to double check. So again, I have to drive another 1,000 kilometers and then see if it burned faster or if it burned at the same rate that it did the first time around. So now I have a dilemma. Do I continue driving this car and just topping it off between oil changes, or do I start looking for a new car? I just don't know. I don't know. But on brighter news, our dance competition season is starting not this weekend, but next weekend. So not the Sunday that I'm posting this, but like the Sunday after. It starts on Friday. It's all the way out in Hamilton. It's called Shine. We've never been to it before. So we're excited for like new competition vibes. And a lot of the kids have been working really, really hard. And I think that we're going to have a great competition season this year. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. Of course, we have our potato wedges. I just want to make sure that none fell in the bag because they're so good. So yeah, I can't wait to see all of these numbers. I was also thinking that it might be interesting on, like, not that we have a lot of breaks, but whenever we do have a break and we're not like chasing after kids and trying to find them, if you want to ask us some dance questions, maybe I'll grab a couple of the teachers from the studio and we can answer some of your questions. So in the comment section of this video, drop some questions if you have any kind of dance questions, whether it has to do with competition or dance styles or whatever. Drop your questions. And I think I'm also going to make a post on my Instagram. So go check out my Instagram, AnaPacOfficial. And I'm going to put in like a little box so that you can put in your question, and then I'll screenshot all of them. And then I'll walk around to my team, all the teachers that teach at the studio, and I'll ask them some questions. And I'm kind of bummed that Roll Up the Rim from Tim's is ending this week, because had it still been going during competition, you have no idea the amount of teas and coffees and whatever that we need in order to stay pumped up the entire Friday, Saturday, Sunday. is Saturday. I've been teaching all morning.
Oh man, you gonna put me on TV like this?
Well, put your hat on.
Oh man, I had to go to an elbows up rally, and I had to take my hat off for a while.
Why?
But now, because my head felt constricted. There's only so much you can have into a toque. Then now I have this hat, but I don't feel like smushing it in there yet.
Smushing it.
Now you're showing the whole world my messed up head.
Well, it's vlog time. Hey team.
Oh.
All right, it's Saturday. Snow White came out. Could you imagine if Snow White came out? The movie Snow White.
Wait a minute. Don't say it. You can't post this because this is $1 billion idea. We should be running with this. Guys, don't tell anybody. Anybody watch this? Zip. We're going to be coming out with that movie later next year.
We got to get some Tims first because that's what we do.
Still haven't put my hat on. I can't even pretend to fix it. Whatever.
We got our Tims. We'll be awake for the movie. Don't you worry about it. We're both very tired, but I'm excited for this movie. Snow White.
Coming out.
Look at this lighting.
Are you okay?
It's so good. That's my favorite.
This is what my favorite is.
This is how we should be lit all the time.
It's cutting some pretty hard. Look at my cheekbone. Just so you guys know, my cheekbone doesn't look like that.
The thing from my glasses is
nacho cheese.
Great. We tell you to do this every time we go to the movies.
I don't think they're listening to us.
They might be. You know how I know that some people are listening? Because I mentioned one time the pasta that I eat, and then I couldn't find it for 3 months because you all went out and bought it.
Question. Did we ever find out in the original Snow White
Hi-ho.
who are the dwarfs getting diamonds for? Who they give them to?
We're gonna have to watch the movie.
What kind of sweatshop are they running? Because they got diamonds, but then what do they do with the diamonds? I don't understand. Why does this need to be that loud? That's too loud for me.
Why did that happen to my phone just now? You know what I realized? I don't think I've ever seen this movie. I think I've only ever seen like the musical segments of this movie, but I don't think I've seen it from beginning to end. I think I just watched the musical numbers and moved on with my day. Okay, the lighting, awful.
Awful lighting. I told her we could do it in front of the Lilo and Stitch guy. He was ginormous. It would have been so cool. I apologize for the lack of the cool visual.
There were too many people just walking around, and you wouldn't.
That's fine.
You wouldn't have been able to hear anything. It's like coming in and out of.
Been fine. I'm pretty loud.
Goodness. So, I have to say though,
I cried
that movie
3 times.
was a 10 out of 10.
I cried 3 times.
Also, probably spoiler alert. So if you don't want to be spoiled,
well, first of all,
by the movie,
spoiler alert.
Don't listen to the rest of this part.
That was the first time you've ever.
Wow, this really is dark.
It's so dark.
That's okay. They're just listening, but at this point. Yes, spoilers, because I am going to talk about it because that was amazing. So,
first of all, it's Snow White, so anybody that's spoiled by
well,
the movie came out in 1947.
This is what I was going to ask you though, because like I said, I don't think I've ever seen the original cartoon movie from beginning to end. I'm pretty sure I just watched the musical numbers, and I would like to know because you said that this was like a different version,
it just gave a lot more power and a lot more voice to Snow White's character. I don't think it really diverged a whole hell of a lot from the major storyline, but the way that everybody was talking about this movie, like, oh my god, they rewrote it and they destroyed and woke is horrible. Go watch the movie, because there's not a single person that can go sit and watch that movie and say it's not a beautiful story of empowerment, of like family, of strength, of all of those fantastic things. Anybody who hates that movie hates love and hates happiness. Those are the only people.
Okay, so what you're saying is that the storyline though from the cartoon to this one is still the same. Like nothing changed.
Nothing major changes. I mean, no spoilers, but he kisses her, she wakes up.
Okay, but my question...
I still think is inappropriate. She was asleep.
Okay, but my question though, Joe found a sign so that we're not... I found a
transmission, total car care.
Just so that we're not completely in the dark, but that's okay because there's a train that's going. we would have had to wait for it anyways.
What do you think's on that train?
Well, right now, nothing. It seems pretty empty.
Huh.
Anyways.
Do you think there's any people on that train snuck on it?
Maybe. Who knows? Point is, I guess my question was answered. No, my question wasn't answered. Did she win back the guards in the original story by knowing their names?
No.
That is what I want to know.
No.
How did she win them back?
I don't remember. It's been a long time.
You're out here being mad at me because I've never seen the whole thing, but you can't tell me.
Again,
You can't tell me how she wins the guards back?
I don't think she really wins the guards back. I think she just comes back. I don't remember the end. Do you guys remember the end? Here's my point. Because it's much more about her and her empowerment and her bravery and her ownership. It's not like, see, you gotta, I think in the cartoon, the guy was Prince Charming, and he kind of rescues her and then takes her back.
Be right back. I need to Google this. Give us 2 seconds. I Googled it. It doesn't explicitly say anything
why I don't remember
about
it. It's just like he kisses her and they live happily ever after. That's pretty much how those stories go. But
I Googled it, and it doesn't say anything. It just says, it said nothing about her getting the kingdom back. It wasn't explicitly said that she even got the kingdom back. It just said that they got married and lived happily ever after. So who knows if she even got her kingdom back.
Well, I think it was implied, and as I remember, like the last scene, all the people are there and stuff like that. But it's not like...
Yeah, but she could have had the people. She had the people once she came back. It was getting the guards to be with her.
Know. Maybe we'll watch it when we go back. But the point of the matter is that this one was much more about her, and that's why all these ridiculous podcast boys are having a problem with it, because heaven help her that she's still like, she's the person that had to take it back. She's the person who had to connect with her people. She's the person that was born into this lineage of greatness, right? She had to do that. He couldn't have done that. You know what would have made this perfect ending?
What?
She gets together with a girl rather than the boy.
Truth.